Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mofis.
This statement, no one is coming to save you, kind of came to me, and I was like, you know what, I should do a video about this. If you're like me and you grew up with like a super like doting mom that was always there for like, if you need this, or like if I had this problem, she's always there, like kind of like posing solutions. I've never met a problem my mom could not solve. You kind of get in the rhythm of having people save you. And that might be save you in that you're going through like trials and expecting someone to just come and help you, or you expect people to just see you because you're going through so much stuff. And while some of those things might be true, in general, your life is really up to you. The quality of life, or lack of quality of life that you live, is
In your hands. And I think that now I can see how that's so empowering because I can think about what I want my life to be and I can make that happen, right? Instead of taking the power away from yourself and saying, someone else is gonna, like, someone is coming for me. Think of it as I want to achieve something. I have the power within me to achieve it, so I just have to work towards it. So now that we've talked about the work part, that brings us to the second point. Take action. This is a lot easier said than done, right? Because something that I deal with, and I'm sure a lot of people deal with, is you're clouded with all these things that you want to do. You're clouded with all these thoughts about who you should be. And I'm saying, block out the noise, like extract from your cloud of like thoughts and just things running through your mind, and take out specific points or specific things that you want to do. So if your cloud, and this is an example, I don't know if this I don't even think that this is real for me, but it's an example I can think of. Think about, girls dress so pretty, oh my gosh, like her everything is so nice, the way she dresses is so nice, and all of that. Forget all the noise about the way she dresses, right? Now, what you're saying is you want to present yourself like in a different way. So that's your action, right? Forget the noise and say, my action plan is to buy clothes that fit me, a certain way, right? That's what you've taken out of your noise. So write that down, that's your action, and then work towards your plan. And to achieve quiet in the noise, this could look like meditation for you, this could look like journaling, this could look like just being outside if you're like an outdoorsy person, and just being with your own thoughts and figuring out what your thoughts are telling you. And then whether it be, and I say the example I give is of fashion, and for some people this is like a huge thing in their lives about, maybe this is what they want to do. Whatever your noise is, quiet it, take things out of it, and work towards it. Again, I think I said this earlier, I'm a big, huge believer, and I think more now than before, in if you can think it, you can do it. Why else are you thinking about it? Like, there's millions and millions of thoughts that run through our minds every day. Why are you stuck on a particular thing if it's not something that you can do? Like the mere fact that you can think about it, the mere fact that you contemplated it, the mere fact that it bothers you means that it's a thing that you can work on. It's a thing that is achievable if you put work into it. So think it, quiet the noise, make a plan, work towards plan. Now, the third point is giving yourself grace. Giving yourself a grace period. Nothing big happens in 2 weeks. It could. You could get a job in 2 weeks, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a lifestyle change, especially now that we have social media where we get to see people's final products. You don't see the work that goes behind the scenes when that's not real life, right? Give yourself a good 1 year of focusing on something. Say, I want to achieve this in 3 years. Give yourself 3 years, give yourself 2 years, give yourself a year, but give yourself at least a year to work on something and see the difference. You might start something, fall off and then pick it up, and that is okay. And you can only get the grace that you deserve if you give yourself enough time to start, fail, and start back up again. If you give yourself 2 weeks, that's not enough time to fail and redo whatever it is you need to do, right? Whereas if you give yourself a year, first 6 months you could do it, fail, pick back up again. That way it's like you're able to forgive yourself because you have enough time to fail and start back up. Big changes take time. Let me just be clear and say that everything that I'm saying, or most of the things that I'm saying, I'm not speaking from a place of been there, done that. I'm speaking from a place of I am there and I am doing that. This more is a journal for myself to work on things. And it just so happens to be public because I know that there are people that probably feel the same way that I feel. And I just feel like there is a lot of value in sharing these types of things. Okay? I just feel like I should say that. I'm a work in progress. I do not have my life figured out by any means. The secret to growth is in your everyday routine. And this is a big one, isn't it? Right? Because we get so used to our comfort zones. Boy, do I love my comfort zone. I mean, you could not pay me to get out of my comfort zone sometimes. But change does not happen most times in your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to step out and before like change truly happens. I say this because sometimes you start a journey and then you lose motivation. Whew, I feel like I'm just like calling myself out right now. It's so comfortable to not do anything sometimes. It's so comfortable to stay within your comfort zone. And I think this ties to my earlier point of giving yourself time. Whenever you do fail, you have to remember the person you're trying to get to a year from now. What you do today affects that person, right? What you do tomorrow affects that person. So whether it be, you're trying to work out, or whether it be, you're trying to eat healthy, whenever you lose motivation, sometimes it's very helpful to think about, I need to do something that my year-old self will thank me for. I need to build upon what it is that I'm doing right now, right? And I think having that in your mind, having that as a constant guideline for yourself, that kind of serves as a motivation for you to understand that while I may be tired and I don't want to do that, someone in the future is going to thank me that I did it, right? Because every time, and I've said this before, every time you break through, say you don't want to do something and you end up doing it, you are telling your mind, you're telling your subconscious that we make plans and we stick to it. Every time you break that, it's a lot easier to do the same routine tomorrow. It's a lot easier to do it 3 days from now. And on the flip side of that, if you don't feel like doing something and you talk yourself out of it, you're telling your subconscious it is okay to kind of default on yourself. Curate your social media. I could not say this enough. There's a lot of people that I love, whether that be influencers or musicians or famous people or whatever the case may be, that I love, but I would never follow on social media because they don't inspire anything in me. They're there for entertainment. But why do I have to follow them? For me, if you affect me negatively, I just unfollow you. I never have to see you. Should I choose to comment to your page, I could do that. But that's an intentional step that I'm gonna have to take. It's not something that every time I scroll through my social media, I have to see it. And that goes for people that make you feel like you're less than, people that make you feel like you're always wanting more. Do yourself a favor and unfollow them. Follow people that show you steps to get to where you want to get to. That is intentionally following people. Stop mindlessly following everyone on social media. Curate your social media to your benefit, not to your detriment. You pay your phone bill. You paid for your phone, right? It is your belonging. Stop giving other people the power to get to your life. Find your tools. We are so lucky that we live in the age of information. Find how other people have achieved what it is you're trying to achieve. I know sometimes we go through life thinking that, we're alone in our struggles, we're alone in our journey, and I'm guilty of that as well. But find people that, have gone through what it is you're going through and borrow their tools. And when I say tools, I'm saying things like meditation, journaling, talking to a therapist, taking a walk after work, drinking coffee. YouTube is a tool of, okay, this is the problem that I want to attack, and I need to find someone that's gone through that and see what their tools were to kind of adopt it, to attack it, and go ahead and adopt the same tool. And with time, you're able to see a difference there by building your confidence and believing what it is that you're trying to achieve. I just think that there is a lot of inspiration in being intentional about your life. And ultimately with this video, that was what I wanted to do, is just if you don't get anything out of this, just choose to be intentional about as many aspects in your life as you can be intentional about. Don't let life happen to you. Live life. Do things that work for your good, for your own benefit. And that was everything I wanted to touch on. I really tried to not ramble in this video. I hope that you guys have, enjoyed this video. I hope there are things that you can take out of this. I hope there are actionable items that you can take out of this video and work on. And I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Yes, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If this is your first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment, let me know if there are tools that you have, if there are things that you agree with in this video, or things that inspire you, or things that you want to share with me as well that has been a great tool for you, because like I said, I'm growing as well and I want to learn too. Yes, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.